Hello everyone, and welcome back to this year's garden. I'm just yanking some of the bigger weeds here out of the potatoes since we haven't been able to weed in the potato area for a very long time. And I think I'm going to run through here and get these dug up and see what we ended up with this year. That looks a little bit more manageable. I'm going to go ahead and start digging these up. I don't have my fork that I use to dig them. That's up at the farmhouse. So I am going to use a shovel again this year. I expect to get potatoes. I expect potatoes to be smaller because than usual. These went in about 3 weeks later than I normally put them in. That's just the way the weather and my schedule worked out. Those of you that watch the videos on this channel in Northern Seclusion know that there isn't a whole lot more right now that I can fit into my schedule. So anyway, let's get these dug up, see how many we got. That's one thing with potatoes. If you plant them later, they don't grow any longer into the season. It's like where the sun is or whatever tells them when it's time to be done. Got some nice ones there. Not bad. I'm surprised. There's a decent size to these. I mean, they're going to get smaller when we get over on that end like they always do because the tree blocks the sun, but not bad. Well, all the reds are out, not too bad. See if we can't get these whites all dug up before it gets dark. All the potatoes are dug up now in these 2 rows. Like usual, when you plant those Norlands, you get a ton of potatoes. And I get less of the, I call them whites, but these are russets, or what were they, Yukon Gold. I'm not even sure what type they were. Have to go back to the beginning video to see that. But we have one more plant to dig up. This here was the mystery potato that planted itself. It must have been a seed pod or something from last year. There was just a couple of them this year, but there was one year where there was tons of them on the plant. So this plant never did get very big, but I don't know if it's a white or a red, so I want to check it out. It was a red. I consider those free potatoes. So this spring I planted 15 of the reds, 15 of the whites or yellows or russets. I'm going to go through and count and see how we did. Well, if I don't count any of the real tiny ones, I ended up with 183 of the reds and 87 of the yellows. So 87 here, but these yellow ones do have a bigger size to them than some of the reds. 87 of the light colored ones, 183 of the reds, and that's not including our 4 free potatoes. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. There's not enough daylight left to take a look at the rest of the garden, but she's dying back. Green peppers are doing good, eggplant's doing good. We'll take a look at it next week. Tomorrow after work now, usually I would go straight from work and straight up to the farmhouse and do that 2-hour and 45-minute commute, but I am going to stop by here, grab all these potatoes, bring them up to the farmhouse so I can set them out on the work benches in the workshop up there so they can get hardened up and ready for storage. And then I'm going to dig up all the potatoes in the hay bale, straw bale garden. I will see you guys on the next video. Less than a month away.